Hi, I'm Mike Evans. I'm here at Ken Sanders Rare Books. What was the first thing that you published?
Well, publishing came a bit later, and I got into that backwards. But then that's kind of, it's almost become an MO. The very first poster I did was an artist from Bountiful, Rob Brown. And in 1969, I published his version of the Hobbit poster. It was probably the only thing I ever did back in those days that actually made money. I probably sold thousands of these. They were $1 retail. Another early artistic influence on me was Neil Passy, who did this beautiful Art Deco painting, airbrush painting. This was used as a concert poster in the early 1970s for Rare Earth, and I did the art print version of it, which is worth about as much today as it was then. And then, of course, anybody that's, say, 40 plus years old here in the Valley would remember the legendary Cosmic Airplane store. This was our 1978 calendar that I commissioned Neil to do for us. We printed and gave away 10,000 of these things.
Let's see, how did you bring Ed Abbey and Robert Crumb together for the Monkey Wrench Gang?
Well, all of these things are evolutions. In the 60s and 70s, especially going out to California, I ran into and met a lot of the original Zap cartoonists and underground cartoonists. Became pretty good friends with some of them. A lot of them later did bookmarks for me for Cosmic Airplane, like George Metzger and Spain Rodriguez. Though the one Spain did to me was so filthy and obscene that I've never published it to this day. California, LA, San Francisco, you could get away with it, but it was not appropriate. And I didn't really know Crumb then, but I'd met him. And then through the evolution of Cosmic Airplane, I met Abby. Came through the shop probably we opened in 76, and Monkey Wrench Gang had been published in 75 originally. And I got to know him through visits to the store, and we became friends. And I started harassing him about doing publishing projects, and that eventually led to him allowing me to reprint a hardbound edition of the gang. In my mind's eye, I could just, from day one, I could envision the Crumb characters. That's who I wanted. Took years to pull it off because I got hold of Robert Crumb. He was still living in this country then, out in Winters, California. And I wrote him, and he just turned me down cold. I went through hell with a whole bunch of other illustrators. They just wouldn't work, and the Crumb, my vision of the Crumb artwork just haunted me. So I wrote him again. This time, genius that I was, I actually sent him a paperback copy of the book and offered him a bunch of money. He read the book. He would have done it for nothing. He had never read anything like that in his life. He'd call me up on the phone, and Robert can be a very formal person. He'd say, "Do the characters in Mr. Abbey's novel, are there real life counterparts that actually go out and engage in some of the activities that he depicts in his novel?" Or words to that effect. And I said, "Yes, Mr. Crumb, they do." And he was fascinated. So we published it. I got Crumb and his wife and his then 3-year-old daughter Sophie to come out to Utah for a series of autograph parties.
Just one more question, Ken. Is there anything you might want to say to a young entrepreneur who's coming out of high school or college now?
Have a sense of what you want to do, and follow the dream, follow the passion, but looked at the practical realities. What's the worst thing that can happen? How much money am I going to lose doing this or not? And am I okay doing that? How much debt is comfortable for me? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do I want to publish this book, or do I want to go down that path, or do I want to do this, or is it me that wants to do this? And really, how much money are you willing to lose doing it? And then follow your dream.
Thank you.
You bet, Mike.